And welcome back to the Heart of Chaos. I'm Javier once again. Here we are back in The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. In the last episode, which has been a long time ago, I actually had to use Fee's objective thing to actually tell me where we were because I haven't been able to record in I don't know how long. Stupid grass Octorok. That's what that is, right? Oh, red rupee. Sweet. Okay. So we do need to go speak to the Kikwi Elder and regain our senses as to where Zelda has gone, because we had just recently met Maki, who gave us that information. Also, there's a Dekubaba. I'm the expert when it comes to killing Dekubabas. You don't have to go to anybody else. If you pay me the sum of, let's say 49 rupees, I will clear your garden of Dekubabas. And if there are no Dekubabas, well, you can go ahead and pay me anyway because, well, it just seems like the nice thing to do. Also, I might sound very much different since the last episode of Skyward Sword. This is a new microphone. Should have a lot less background static, but though, sadly, it picks up a lot more than it used to, so I'm still getting the audio levels just right. I saw the way you spotted me through my ingenious camouflage, Kwi. You are clearly a master woodsman. None of these seem to fit. I mean, well, where Zelda fits. The other one doesn't really fit there. Zelda? Ah, the girl creature with blonde hair. She looked like one of your kind. Yes, she was with me, Kwi. But now it is the time. Now is not the time for such talk. The woods are full of monsters. I am worried about my missing tribe. Well, we met Maki, so that gives you enough less worriness to tell me about Zelda, correct? What? You say you've met some of my people, Kwi? So, Maki is safe, eh? I can just imagine him being one big... Kikwis are Canadians. Kikwis are Canadians. I do not know how to do a Canadian accent. I've been confused for Canadian, though, so perhaps I might have Canadian in me. But, no, I'm 100% American, because that is totally an ethnicity and I mean, it is a nationality. It's my ethnicity. I'm American. I speak American. Learning that Zelda is no longer with the Kikwi Elder is an unfortunate setback, but he may still have an 85% probability that your quest will be aided if you find the lost Kikwis for the Elder. And she's gonna say that she has changed our dowsing, one of our dowsing options to the Kikwis. Though we're not gonna use that because no Zelda fan who likes to explore uses those, though I know where they are, so I will lighten the search quite easily. Press and hold C to display the targets you are currently able to douse for. Point the Wii Remote at the target you want to douse for, and release C to confirm the selection. Yes, thank you, Fee. You've told us this before. I got it, Fee. I got it, Fee. Fee Gabora. That is your name. Fee Gabora. Alright, we're gonna go find the missing Kikwis, and he's just gonna stand there awkwardly staring at us. If we douse, we will not be looking for all Kikwis, but instead all Kikwis we need to find, and you can tell we're going in that direction at some point. Alright, well, we're going to change this to the view, and that'll be our direction. Anyway, we're gonna go down in this hole, and we're going to start exploring. Some things are not available to us just yet. This game has a lot of backtracking. If I had to compare this game's backtracking with other titles, I'd probably be somewhere along the Metroid Prime games, though not to the same extent. Definitely much lessened than that. Okay, get it off, jostle. No. Oh, yes. Wait a second, that one up ahead went down when I jostled. Hang on, did I come across something that I did not realize before because I'm too lazy to figure this thing out? Well, you know how this goes. And we're gonna go ahead and jump down here. There's a bokoblin over here, but he is not like the rest. Why is that? Well, as soon as he notices where we are, he has a horn. We can collect that horn. It counts as treasure, as we have with the Amber Relics before. Ow! No! Alright. That's enough. There are a lot of bokoblins. If you do not take him out, he will continue to summon more bokoblins, though I believe there is a limit to the amount he can actually summon. Though he's not summoning them, he is... Well, I guess he is summoning them. Summoning with magic. You'll forgive me if my ideas on this game are a little skewed. I have just recently come off of playing Dungeons & Dragons Live for a charity event, which I will talk about at some point in the future. But for now, we gotta focus on the bokoblins, and we will stab him! Stab the bokoblin! Alright, cool. And that is the end of him! Kikwi! Ah, wait, you're probably smaller, and your voice clip is much less of that degree. You fought off all those red guys, so does that mean you're a good guy? See, I've got this problem. My legs have turned to jelly, and I can't get down. Think you could help me, Kikwi? Man, you're not as cool as your big older Canadian over there. I detect no monsters in the immediate area, and therefore conclude that it is safe for the Kikwi to leave its perch. It seems that this Kikwi is unable to descend the tree. I suggest you find a way to expedite its You just love that word, expedite. I think I, too, shall use this word to expedite my commentary to you. That's not really how it works. We're going to save the Kikwi now. Good old-fashioned roll in the tree is going to do the job there. Although I do feel really bad for that Kikwi. You almost want to cuddle it, but then again, if you cuddle it, you'll probably be stabbed by its nose. And I don't think it has a way of okay, it can turn its body a little bit, but it looks like its entire face is its body, so it'd be rather difficult. Really, the Elder was worried about me. Well, I'm glad to hear he's safe. Yes, if the Elder is the best of the hiders among the clan, you can pretty much guarantee we're gonna find the rest of them. I have marked the location of Lopsa, the Kikwi, on your map. However, dowsing readings indicate that there are still Kikwis to search. Well, I knew that already. There are a total of 3 Kikwis you need to find. I thought you were another monster. Don't scare me like that, Kikwi. Funnily enough, you can find all the Kikwis before talking to the Elder. It actually does provide a different dialogue option that is not visible if you're doing it the way I am. Sadly, I don't know if I actually want to show that off, because it would require a lot more work on my part. And I'm not a fan of work. I don't like working. Clearly. That's why I'm playing video games in the most working version of possible. Alright, so there's a new enemy over here. This is, well, if we're going ahead and look at it, this is a gway. This bird seemingly jettisons its droppings upon people's heads on purpose. It is unclear if it is due to carefree attitude or pure malice. Oh god, malicious poop. Should its droppings land on you, I calculate the probability of your intense aggravation at 100%. A little bit of humor on their part. And we have obviously defeated 0 of this enemy, so we have no... The battery indications over there is just going to bother me. And don't worry, Fee has already lectured me on my battery power. I don't know when I'll fix it. Probably not by the next episode, though. Because I don't want to. I like to drain my batteries to the last possible instant. Anyway. So let's attack this horde of gways, because killing gways is what we're here for. We're not here to save any Kikwis. Alright. Sweet, I actually got it with a Skyward Strike. I never can ever manage that. Alright, come here, you... It's a lot easier with an item you get after you save all the Kikwis, but until that point, we're just gonna leave him be and kill this Bokoblin instead. Sweet. Oh, is he gonna come down to... Oh, hey. You got an ornamental skull! Yay! Have we already gotten one of these? No, we haven't! It is a new treasure! Hopefully you read that, because it's a new treasure. Personally, for me, I've collected so many of these treasures throughout my various playthroughs that, well, it's hard to keep things straight on what I have and don't have anymore. Anyway, there's another Kikwi in this general direction. You go ahead and run up the stump. Continue your way across these vines. Keep wary of your stamina, because, well, you'll just be a little worried there. Now, funnily enough, Farron Woods, while I'm getting this Kikwi over here, was what they showed off when they first announced Skyward Sword in various play demos. It does, however, look nothing like it does now, and they were still continuing the traditional idea of 6 hearts equals after you've beat the tutorial, so you had pretty much full gear by that point. So the game was remarkably different in its beta, I would assume, than it is now. In fact, you had to fight various monsters in a dungeon-like fashion through Farron Woods. Technically, it was a lot linear back in the beta. You met the Elder, and he's okay? Phew, glad to hear it, Kikwi. If you see him again, would you please tell him I'm here? Yeah, we'll certainly do that, but I'm more drawn to this set of boulders over here. Our sword doesn't do anything, and clearly we have no way to get past that, but we will want to keep an eye on that. So you know, a good idea to do that would be to go over here and place a beacon. This beacon will give us some indication that it's over here, though I guarantee you I'll forget about it anyway. Does it go through the rocks? Kinda hoping it goes through the rocks. Anyway, we'll go ahead and jump down here and stab some bokoblins that were unaware of my presence. Not my presence. I'm not Santa Claus. I'm green. I may be one of his elves, but I'm still not giving them presents. Giving them presents does not appear to be the way to go. Well, I mean, maybe a sword to the face counts as a present because, I mean, that'd be something I'd do. I don't know. Would you? I mean, I'd want a sword for Christmas, and that's maybe not necessarily being stabbed in the face. But they can take what they get. I mean, they're not. Ow! I look over to my recording to make sure. Oh no, my shield's been damaged. As you can see, parrying doesn't do any damage, but if you just have your shield up when they hit you, that will result in a bit of damage to the shield. All right, so we go up here and continue our way forward. There is one more Kikwi, and he is going to be just down this little hole over here. Make our way down this hallway-ish thing, and there he is. He is a bush. I gotta say, out of all the Kikwis we've found, this one's probably the one I would have the most difficulty finding if I was just glancing. Don't eat me, I taste terrible. Let me go, Kwi. Well, I mean, now that you've mentioned eating them, no. I guess they would. I mean, no, I'm not a fan of squirrel, and that's kind of what they may remind me of. They remind me of big squirrels, though they can turn into grass. Squirrels that can turn into grass. Get on this, Pokemon. I suggest you speak with the Kikwi Elder. Well, yeah. What was that just now? Don't scare me like that. Alright, we found all the Kikwis, and we can now make our way back to the Kikwi Elder. And I'm fairly certain we have just a little bit of stuff to do before we can... Where am I? Oh, I'm at the entrance again. You know, I should have paid more attention to that. But good thing for me, we have wait a second, what is that? You got a goddess plume? Rumors say this item was dropped by the goddess a long-forgotten era. It's a legendary treasure few will ever... That's a rare... That's not normally there. That is a... Okay. May fortune smile upon me this day. Bye, Maki. Alright, so there's one thing I do want to go ahead and do after we talk to the Kikwi Elder before we end this episode off here. Also, I'm not going to continue that silly, record as much as I can and then just cut them because I can never find a good place to cut them and it just sounds really awful. So we're going to continue the whole, how you say, ending the episode off stuff. It's going to be an episodic chunks and I know exactly where I'm going to end them. Or maybe I don't. Maybe it's just spontaneous ending and I'll just have a very bad outro. That sounds like the behind the scenes! Behind the scenes is always the best stuff. Alright, so we're going to talk to the Kikwi Elder now. Kwi, so all my fellow Kikwis are well and they want me to stop worrying. Aha, excellent. They know me too well. You have a real talent for finding whatever is missing. And I don't know who you are or where you come from, but you have my thanks. I feel much less worried now. I believe I just remembered where that young lady went. That young girl, Zelda, was that her name? Yes, it's all coming back to me. She said she'd traveled to the temple deep within the... Oh, great. See, that's one thing. People are always saying they want Zelda to have a bigger role in the Zelda franchise, and I feel like maybe with their whole big thing on DLC recently, downloadable content, Zelda's Journey as downloadable content would have been a really cool idea for Skyward Sword if it had come out on the Wii U, which is just like, that'd be kind of cool. I don't know. As a reward for finding all my fellow Kikwis, I will give you a precious Kikwi heirloom. Let's just fetch it. Let me just fetch it for you right now. Pardon me a moment. And he tries to crush us, but he fails. See, this is how you unsuccessfully get out of having to pay someone for helping you. Though I think he maybe he did have full intentions of paying me. Who knows? Now, you have the slingshot. Use the projectile shooting weapon fling. Anyway, we now have the first item in our inventory. Holding down B will allow you to swap your items. We're going to go ahead and take out the slingshot, and we're going to be a little preemptive here. So if we go ahead and aim over here at the vine, about there. There we go. If you take the vine down now, you get a little interesting dialogue. Though maybe interesting is the wrong word there. With that slingshot Kwi, you should be able to find a path into the deep woods where that temple is. To get started, why don't you shoot that vine over... Huh? Couldn't wait to shoot it, could you? Well, Kwi, I suppose that's a good thing. It'll make my explanation that much easier to understand. And despite that, he will continue to tell you anyway. Personally, I wouldn't mind if that was a way to skip some tutorial stuff. Now go find that girl. I'll be rooting for you. Alright, he wants me to get laid! I mean, to save my friend. That is what he was after. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the left over here, right before we end the episode off. If we continue on this way, but instead take a left to go up this little tree-like bark. Continue on this way. What is that in the distance? That is a piece of heart. I believe there are a total of 24 in Skyward Sword. Is it 24? It might be 18. No, wait. No, it's 24. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a little off. You got a piece of heart. Collect 4 to increase your heart capacity by 1. 3 to go. Sweet. And in the next episode of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, I will go ahead and meet you in the entrance to the deep woods, where we will continue our search for Zelda. Goodbye. Yeah.